Hey, what's going on, everybody? Because I'm a Fury here, and I'm going to do a video about Persona. And this is coming from somebody who's entering a series. You get me? So, yesterday, I went to one of my favorite game spots in the tri-state area, J&L Games, New York City. And I purchased the Shin Megami Tensei game, Persona 3 FES. I purchased that because that's pretty much where you should be a good entry point, according to my friend Demetrius, according to my friend Anthony, who are fans of the series. They are the ones who told me this is the entry point. So I purchased the Persona 3 game, and I purchased Persona 4 Golden, brand new. Basically, it's $24.99 for PlayStation 2. Which is good because I have a PlayStation 3, the original model, which is backwards compatible, that plays PlayStation 1, 2, and 3 games. I don't know why Sony took that away, but that's a subject that we've been talking about in the past. So anyway, I'm going to get into the series. I'm going to start with 3, 4, and then I will purchase 5. Why is this the point? People, you might be asking yourself, people might be asking, like, what's the point? Why are you telling us this? It's because of all the rumbling going on lately with Persona 5. Is it or is it not coming to the Switch and all this other stuff? And people are like, you know what? I can't wait to play the game. I'm such a fan of the series. But those 2 games that I just told you about, most of them didn't play that. Most of these Switch bitches did not play that game. Neither one of them. Okay? I'm going to start somewhere. And that's the whole point of it. I'm not just jumping in and seeing, okay, well, Sony's having all the fun. I want to have the fun too on my Nintendo Switch. Why can't I? Listen to how immature that sounds in the first place. Like, really, listen to how immature it sounds being an adult, let alone a gamer, who's been growing, who's been raised throughout life to know that more than one console exists, and consoles have individuality to them. How many times do people have to tell you, you can't find a Mario game on a Microsoft platform? You can't find Uncharted on Nintendo. You can't find Halo on a Sony console. But then people are, oh, well, Microsoft, you can find this stuff with a PC. There's no reason to buy a Microsoft console. It's because Microsoft is a PC company first. Okay? Yes. What do you expect? But as for these games having console experiences, like Halo, Gears of War, you're going to be able to only play them on a console. That's a Microsoft console. PC's a different story. Okay, PC is a hodgepodge of a lot of different things. Microsoft is a PC-based company. Have you forgotten that? God damn. Well, anyway, that has got me off the subject. Persona. Got the 2 games here. It cost me, you know how much these 2 games cost me? $45 combined. I kid you not. $45 combined. $19.99 for a pre-owned copy in pristine condition of Persona 3. And then for Persona 4, any of it comes with the soundtrack disc, $25. Okay? So, get into the series instead of just wanting it because Sony has it and I want to, and they put Joker in Smash Brothers, so that must mean something. And you're forgetting that, Joker Persona was in Persona Q 1 and 2, which are Nintendo DS games. Okay? So, if you are that familiar with Persona that you claim, you would have known that instead of thinking because they just put that character in the game out of nowhere and he's never been on Nintendo before, according to a lot of you feeble brains, you think that's why Persona 5 is coming. And if it does come, prepare to play a watered down version. This ain't no Disgaea 5, a game that doesn't take much to run on the Switch. The Disgaea 5 is awesome. That's my type of RPG. I play Shining Force. I think I just recently did a test video for Shining Force. Hopefully it's uploaded to the channel for Shining Force 3 for the Sega Saturn, a 22-year-old game. I did, like I played, because I'm a fan of the Shining series from back in the day. I don't like too much of these action RPGs, with the exception of Nier Automata, because that game, I can't even really classify that as just the action RPG. It's so genre bending. Okay? But trying to keep on point, be a true fan of the series. You just admit that you aren't. And I'm saying be a true fan of the series. Like, go do your history, play the games, and realize these games are not easy. Okay? You see a character on Smash, and you think, oh, I'm going to get this game. Persona 5 needs to come to the Switch. And then when you get it and you realize it's not that easy, and you're not buying it as much, you don't want to hear shit. We already know that a lot of these games do not sell well third party on Nintendo format. And whose fault is that? It's you fanboys who demand all these games to come to it and then you don't support it. Okay? You just want them there to pad the numbers. You want them there to be like, you know what? If these are on it, maybe more people will buy it and then Nintendo will be on top. Like, it's a dick measuring contest. And I'm like, you know what, man? I can give a damn right now about console sales because it doesn't do me no damage. I don't make money from console sales, okay? I don't. If I want games for each one of those systems, God damn it, I'm going to go and get each one of those systems and have the pick of the litter of what games I like and don't like, exclusive on each console. It is not hard, okay? So if a lot of you people who follow shills like Player Essence and RGT and Review Tech USA, if you are really following them and you are of adult age and you're not multi-console, I don't know what to tell you. Work hard for it. I know people who are less financially sound than I am, but they handle their business and they save towards it. They're not sitting out here begging for something to come to a console that is hardware inferior, but it's the only one I could afford. No. These companies don't care about you. They fuck your feelings. They don't care about your finances. They're here to make money. If you want it, they will sell it to you. Okay? If you want it, it's there to be purchased. It's not about, okay, I have a lot of people in the Midwest who can't afford a console, so we're going to sell it for dirt poor and we're going to lose lots and lots of money, but everybody's going to have our console. No, you understand, consoles, they don't make money already. They already take a L on consoles. It's the software. Okay? So, you're going to have to pay that money. You're going to have to pay that money, get the consoles, and then you have to pick the games. And the only thing you can really control is these games how they come out, the quality they come out, you can control that by voting with your wallet. Seriously, voting with your wallet. Look at what's going on with Destiny. I'm going to get into that in another video. But anyway, you're not going to buy these games. You just want them because Sony want them. You ain't give a shit about the Persona games. They've been niche as hell for years. Nobody cared over the fact that Persona, the arena games, are a spinoff of the main series game, and how Persona itself is a spinoff of Shin Megami Tensei, the Digital Devil Saga. It's 3 different series going on within that. And I just found that out recently too, because I wanted to understand what Atlas is doing with the Shin Megami Tensei thing. They have the Digital Devil Saga, they have the Persona spinoff, and then they have the main line. And I'm like, wow. I was fucking amazed. Like, they have a lot of shit, and they got different styles. And I'm like, okay, I have a lot of homework to do. Okay? So my point is, do the homework. See if the series is really for you. Because a lot of you are just out here on your Nintendo consoles begging for a game that you're probably not going to give a fuck about once you play it and realize it's not the game you thought it was. There's a lot of effort that needs to go into this game. There's a lot of exposition. There's a lot of story. There's lots of story. And you were complaining about Metal Gear Solid cutscenes. Imagine having to go through this and it doesn't progress unless you press the button. So you have to sit there and take it in and pay attention. But more than likely, take it in and keep pressing the button over and over and over again, because this is the type of RPG this is. So, good luck with that. I'm saying that it's a good game. They're good games, but it's not everybody's cup of tea. So once you find out if it's your cup of tea, and find out if you really a fan of the series, dust off one of these old consoles you got. Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. A lot of you don't have a lot of these older consoles. So you're just out here shooting off at the mouth because you just want it because the PS4 has it. And Sony has it because they got it on PS3 also. So if you got a PS3 sitting around somewhere, get it for that. Get Persona 5 for that. Save yourself some money. Figure out if it's for you. Okay? For just saying, oh, I'm just playing on the go and get into it because I have a console, I have a Switch. These type of games are not made to be played like that. And I'm telling you, and I ain't saying it on some hate shit. I'm saying it because these games are time consuming. And what does time constantly factors into on the Switch? Your battery life. And if you are a responsible, hardworking adult, do you really, really have the time to sit there and play something that is time consuming as Persona 5? Give me a fucking break. A lot of times you don't. Most of the time you don't. You ain't even got time to have a pickup game and Smash because of, how does my boy Gamester say it on his channel? It's lag, 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 lag. So you're not going to just pick up this console and just be playing these games like on the go. If you got Wi-Fi, good luck. Okay? If you don't have good Wi-Fi, you ain't playing shit, especially on the go. We're going to play that work at your work's Wi-Fi, get caught, fired, written up for playing the game. You know, you're trying to sneak in on your lunch break, that ultimate game, but you got that lag, 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 lag. God, that shit is funny. See, I had to give credit to Gamester because he had a whole fucking lag sore for it. And you gotta check him out. I talk about him all the time because he keeps it real. He keeps it real. So shout out to Gamester. I hope you hear this. But anyway, stop fronting like you're a fan of Persona, because you're not. And I opened my video talking about how I went to New York to buy Persona 3 and Persona 4, which was recommended by my friend Demetrius, who is a big JRPG fan. And he told me this is how you start it. He's like, play 3 first, play 4, and then get 5. Okay? And that's what I plan on doing. Are you planning on doing that? Or are you just asking for a game that you don't know shit about because the competitor, your biggest enemy, has it and your console don't? I swear, I've been perusing all these channels and I don't hear nobody on fucking Microsoft, for the most part, talking about Persona 5, because no one really on Microsoft gives a fuck. But I could be wrong. I'm just saying from what I've seen glancing over. Because they were like, you know what? I would just play it. Or I'm not a fan of the series. Or I can give a fuck about it. Most of you guys who got a Switch wouldn't give a fuck about this series, because a lot of you did not purchase the Q2 games on the 3DS. A lot of you aren't purchasing those games. This is why when Joker popped up, the Joker Persona popped up, and fucking Smash Brothers Ultimate, you guys thought this was a sign of Persona 5. And all you know about Persona 5 is, hey, that's that game by Atlas that sold extremely well and has really become more popular than what it was years ago. That's all you know about it. Do you know about the main series? Oh, yeah, you do. Oh, yeah, they're supposed to be getting the main series game for the Switch. Like, where's that game at? Seriously, where is it? I have not seen anything about it. And are you going to buy it? That's the point. I don't think a lot of you are going to buy the Final Fantasy ports when they come over. And I hear people talking about they can't wait to play 12. 12 was garbage. Hell, I just bought 15. Well, I got 15 for free when I purchased 2 other games. And I bought, well, I'll keep saying bought because it came along with my purchases. Final Fantasy 15. I was playing it for like a couple hours the other day on PlayStation 4. And I gotta tell you, Final Fantasy 15 is meh at best. Because I remember what Final Fantasy was. And now this action RPG thing is just, it's just hard to keep track of it. I've played other games that were action RPGs and you kept better tabs of the enemies and your allies on screen. Like Grandia 2, like Tales of Symphonia. I have played games where you had better control of it. It's just way too much on this one. And then it has lost the essence of the turn-based strategy that Final Fantasy was. Okay? You guys are so enamored with how the characters look and how the cutscenes look, you've forgotten how the fuck Final Fantasy played. But you're happy for it to come to the Switch in April. I'm like, whatever. If they could port over, if they can make a port over of my Shining Force games, like, if all I ever wanted in America right now is English versions of scenarios 2 and 3 for Shining Force 3. Like somebody put all of them together or on one disc or in a set And for the first time in North America, Shining Force Scenarios 2 and 3 in full English translation. That's all I want. And the game doesn't have any vocal dialogue for the most part. Only grunts, and you will hear them say a spell or so, a chant, a spell. But as for like just in-game cinematic dialogue, no, the game is just all dialogue based. So translated, hell, there's been people who already translated it, and there's a patch that you can actually patch your Sega Saturn for, but it's extensive and I don't want to fry my hardware, okay? But fans have already done it. All I wanted Sega and Camelot or whoever's left of the company who runs the Shining series is to put this out in a compilation. But I'm not going to beg for it. I'm not. But that would be the good thing to do. Okay? I'm not going to sit here and go nuts over it. I have Scenarios 2 and 3 in a Japanese dialogue and scroll. But if I want to play the game so bad and finish them, I actually got Google as my best friend to write out, like to print out my translation and go through the game still and have fun with it and witness the full story. How far are a lot of you willing to go if you're a fan of this RPG series? Or you just going to sit here and cry, bitch, moan, and complain that the others are having fun on the playground and you're not? I think I've talked way too long about RPGs and Persona and everything. But, so let me finish this out. As usual, it's because I'm a Fury. I'm here, and now I'm out. Peace.